This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. All right, what's going on, you guys, man? We just got back from the mailroom, and I'm honestly super excited to share with you what we have today inside of this white box. So I'm about to get unboxing here because I think this is going to be game-changing for the channel. But without further ado, you guys, let's just get over there. Let's just take this thing out of the box. Let me show you guys firsthand what I'm talking about. Check it out. It's a drone. It's a drone. All right, you guys, but in all seriousness, I have never owned a drone in my entire life, not even one that just doesn't have a camera. So number one, I am nervous to try and fly this because I've never flown a drone. But two, I am also extremely excited because this is just gonna bring a whole new dynamic to the videos we make on this channel. You know, I'm planning to do a lot of like landscape stuff here very soon, and so taking this little thing hopefully will give us some new perspectives, a little bit more information on the environment and the settings, because photo and video is great, but up in the sky it's a whole different kind of dynamic. So yeah, I am excited. We are probably gonna go fly this thing later in the day on its first maiden flight, but before that, you guys, we have to kind of show you guys my bag and how I pack my bag, because we have a photo shoot today in UC Davis. This is sketchy. Okay. All right, guys, so as I mentioned earlier, we are doing a grad shoot today in UC Davis. Did I say it was a grad shoot? Anyways, it's a grad shoot. We're gonna be doing that, but the main thing about today was that the client actually asked me to shoot on film, which obviously I couldn't say no to that. I was actually really happy when he you know, reached out and said, hey, can you do my grad photos on film? So I was like, absolutely, let's do it. He's actually a viewer of the channel, so huge shout out to Nico. You guys will see him later. But we just got back from the camera store because I needed to re-up on some film. The only film that I had, anyways, the only film that I had in 120 was just some random expired Fuji Provia. So here is some of the film that we picked up today. We got a couple of rolls. We got some Portra 160, as you guys know, one of my staples in 120 format. We also picked up the new Kodak Gold in 120. So we got 2 rolls of that Kodak Gold, and then probably one of my favorite films for portraits, Portra 800. They didn't have Portra 400, and so I opted just for the 800 speed film. But check this out, you guys. This is the receipt for those 4 rolls of film. We paid a grand total of $54.58. So, but regardless, we got Kodak Gold, and I am super happy. So what I'm actually planning to do right now with kind of what we have going on, I want to show you guys how I pack my bags, what I pack for this particular shoot, especially because it's going to be on film. I'm going to share that with you guys. Then we're gonna head out to the shoot, do the shoot, and then hopefully by the end of the day, there'll be like a really beautiful sunset around 7 to 8 o'clock, and then we'll try our maiden flight with the new drone. So that is going to be today's video, but for now, let's get packing up and hopefully out to the shoot where we can make some fire photographs. So let me show you guys what I pack. All right, you guys, really quick, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our sponsor for this episode, the good folks over at Squarespace. Squarespace is your all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. Now, as a photographer now in 2022, one of the best ways to stand out from the crowd is to have your own dedicated website. Luckily, Squarespace makes it super simple with award-winning templates that you can use to get started in just minutes, as well as a page dedicated for your portfolio, even an e-commerce shop, and probably my newest favorite feature, the appointment scheduling. The days of confusing contact pages are over. With appointment scheduling, they can see what times you are available and book you through there. So if you want to get started with your own online website, you guys, head over to squarespace.com/kingjapes or enter promo code kingjapes at checkout, and you guys can get 10% off of your first purchase of a domain or a website. Huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode. All right, so for starters, the bag that I use is still the Brevity bag that I have from a couple years back. It's held up really, really well, and it holds pretty much everything that I need while kind of still maintaining a smaller footprint. So I don't like to bring too much gear around with me, especially if it's a shoot where I'll be moving around from location to location. So I like to try to keep things light, and the backpack is just the perfect option for me at least. Can't talk today, at least. All right, so now that we got the backpack out of the way, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the accessories that we bring and pack with us. So, okay, so in the bag we have 2 separate compartments. I like to separate these with, you know, different cameras, different lenses. I think for this particular day, I'm gonna put the drone down here and I'm gonna put the camera gear up top, or maybe the, you know, vice versa, the heavier on the bottom and then the drone up top, because the drone is super light. First things first, let's go over the gear that we are gonna be using for the shoot. So for the camera body today, I will be shooting with my medium format camera. This is the Pentax 6.7. And the Pentax 6.7, for those of you guys who know about this camera, is just one of the best medium format cameras, in my opinion, ever made. And the lens that I'm going to be shooting with primarily today is the 105 2.4. That is going to be my main lens for this shoot. Now the 105 gives me about a 55mm equivalent, which is ideal in terms of like for what we're doing today, grad portraits. But I do want to have a little bit of a wider focal length, so we are bringing along with us the other lens. This is my Pentax 55mm f4 lens, which is roughly equivalent to a 28mm focal length. And this lens is gorgeous as well. Shot wide open at f4, produces some really, really nice results. And you know, for it being a medium format lens, it's not that big. Now, in terms of kit, that is really all I'm bringing. These 2 lenses and the 6.7. That's all I really need for this grad shoot. So film in, bam, we're good. I'm not gonna bring that. We got some lens wipes. These are essential. I usually clean my lenses a couple minutes before the shoot so they are fresh and ready to go. Also, an extra battery for the 6.7. These are very important to bring. And probably the most important accessory from this entire video, it's gonna be this Tiffin Filter Set. Now, this Tiffin Filter Set you guys have seen on this channel before, but they are all 67mm, which is pretty much the same on both of the 105 and 55 ND filters. So because we are shooting in the daytime, I probably am going to be using the ND filters just to kind of allow me to shoot wide open with Portra 800, and hopefully that gives us a really, really good look. So absolutely essential ND filters for that kind of wide open look in broad daylight. So that goes in the bag, and that is pretty much all we packed. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so UC Davis is about 25 to 30 minutes away, and hopefully we don't run into traffic because our shoot starts at 5, and currently right now it is 4:11, so we got some time. Hopefully we'll make it there. I'd like to be early, but let's go. All right, we just showed up and just met up with our client here. I want to see if he wants to be in the video. If not, obviously not, he doesn't have to, but he's a photographer as well. And funny, I met him at a random place, I forgot where, a couple of months ago, and he just hit me up randomly. So we are on campus here in Davis, and we're gonna go do this thing. We're gonna go shoot. All right, we're loading up right now. We got the 6.7 and some Portra 160. But this man right here, the main star of the show, we got Nico in the video. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
So Nico hit me up. We're doing a shoot right now. We're in Davis. There's actually a line going on because I guess this is a really popular spot, isn't it?
Yeah, this one right here, you see the pan over?
Yeah.
Those wood shingles right there, that's the money maker. Everybody loves this spot in particular. There's like 6 or 7 signs on campus, but this is the most popping one. Are these the B-roll detailed shots?
Yeah, just B-roll in it.
Wait, get the cooks, fuck it. You know, I'm humble. I'm humble.
All right, man, what are we doing?
All right, so we're moving on to the next location. That sign is just too popular. We're gonna lose this beautiful sunlight. So now we're gonna head to what's known as the Arboretum. It's a beautiful scenic spot. You get to tune in with nature. Colorway. I'm so mad, dude. not gonna be church camp.
All right, recap. How was your day?
Okay, probably one of my favorite shoots, one of my favorite photographers over here. I gotta stroke the ego a little bit, but all jokes aside, really happy. We got some good friend shots over here, my homie Remy. We got some real UC Davis spots, some gems, and I'm happy. I'm like on the moon right now. I can't even think of things to say, I'm so happy. TMZ.
First and foremost, huge shout out to Nico for letting me film on his shoot. That's something that I don't usually get to do, especially when it is, you know, something intimate like a grad shoot. So, okay, so guys, we shot through pretty much all of the film that we bought. So all 5 rolls plus the portrait that he gave me as a gift, which by the way, he gave me some portrait as a gift. So it's always nice to shoot another fellow photographer's photographs, and I am super excited and just super happy to be able to shoot your photos, Nico. So if you're watching, man, thank you again, man, just for hiring me and, you know, just being an awesome dude. So we're gonna get home now. They're actually right here. We're about to say deuces to them. I don't know if you guys could see them. And that's it. Thirsty, get something to drink. But yeah, that was fun, guys. That was honestly one of my most favorite grad sessions that I've ever done, especially because it's someone who understands the art of film. They can kind of relate more and, you know, just really, I don't know, we got a little nerdy about it. We were talking about overexposure and exposing for the shadows and whatnot, but yeah, very fun stuff. All right, let's go home and yeah, let's kind of recuperate. Alright guys, so we're back today in one of my favorite places here in the Bay Area. This is Benicia, California. This is also the home of Shoot Film Co. If you guys know who I am talking about, shout out to Mike Padua. Today's supposed to be the maiden flight of the drone that we got. And I postponed this entire flight for one particular reason. And I have to deliver somewhat of, not bad news, but basically in order to fly the drone and actually show the footage here on my YouTube channel, because, you know, we do end up monetizing these videos, I need to acquire a Part 107 drone license to properly show the footage without running into any issues with the FAA, which, you know, they're the law of the sky. You know, sad news, I won't be able to show the actual footage here on my YouTube channel until I study and take the test to get my unmanned aircraft pilot license. It sounds dope, so I'm actually looking forward to it. But with that said, I will be flying the drone today. I'm gonna show you guys kind of behind the scenes how we get it set up. Probably get it up in the air, but after that, you guys will just see footage of me talking to the camera. With that being said, it's a beautiful day. It's gloomy out, surprisingly. It's only 7 a.m. right now. I'm a little bit worried because it is windy, but we are still going to give this thing a shot, and hopefully I don't freeze my butt off before we get the drone in the air. All right. Okay, the wind is definitely picking up, but you know what? Let's just try to get it in the air. Let's try to get it up. All right, so. So this is how it's looking with the wind right now. It's fighting, man. It's really trying its best. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but here I am on camera in front of the drone. So
not doing bad. You know, I'm really surprised right now that it's actually handling this wind. Okay, we're gonna bring it up a little bit higher. Let's pan the camera down a little bit more. Actually, bring it up, and let's just go for it. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. That is amazing. That thing is zooming. Holy shit. Let's try it again. So it's getting a little bit of tailwind, and that thing is gone. Look at that. Woo. All right. It's kind of weird too, because eventually you lose track of this tiny little drone. So all you really have to reference where you are is the actual footage that you're seeing on your phone. So this is kind of fun, man. It's kind of addicting. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We freaking did it. There's this incredible shot that I got. There's a gentleman jogging on the pier, and as he was jogging from a really, you know, high kind of top-down perspective, it is completely different, man. You get a whole new perspective on, you know, what things look like from above. So very happy with that. I'm gonna fly this thing a little bit more, and I'll record more footage as we go. This is awesome. Who knew flying a drone, man, came with that much pressure and anxiety? So, you know, you're flying the drone, you're trying to keep a direct line of sight with the little dot in the sky. On top of that, you're just trying to take in the information on your phone screen, seeing where your drone is positioned, trying to film, trying to fly the aircraft. But then on top of all of that, you're getting sensory overload with all of these alerts like high wind warning, return to home. It's constantly beeping. And then you have you know, towards the end here we got a low battery warning, and so it's just a lot. I think it's something that I need to really work on, because I myself am very new to drones and I've never flown a drone up until today. So I'm actually really, you know, happy with how easy it is to fly one of these things. But I am looking forward, man, to getting my Part 107 unmanned aircraft drone license, so that I can actually show this footage off to you guys, because I have so many new ideas and so many new places that I want to take this thing, and hopefully just, you know, create much better looking content, because that's just what I love to do, man. So that is pretty much the wrap up for this video. I think we are going to end it here, as all of the fishermen show up here on the pier. Everyone's starting to go fishing. Is it salmon season? It's too early for salmon season, right? Yeah. But I just want to say huge thank you again, man, to Nico for letting me film on his actual shoot. And you see Davis, I don't get a lot of opportunities to film my photo shoots, and so while I'm out on the field, you know, just trying to get my work done, it was a little bit of a game changer. That is going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring. Let me know if you guys like these style of videos, kind of just like vlog, taking you behind the scenes of what I do. I feel like I share mostly polished stuff on this channel. Like, you know, we go out to shoot a camera, we go out to film, but I don't really show you guys behind the scenes of what the everyday life looks like, because I just don't really think I'm all that interesting sometimes. But if this is something that you're into, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. As always, Minolta Gang.